Hola, y'all. I am in my Mr. Rogers era. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is May. I'm an artist here in San Antonio, Texas, attempting to live, document, and share life with discipline and grace. And today I want to talk to you about vulnerability. Please stay. Please stay. I have a lot to say about the topic as someone who has been speaking in the industry for a really long time and have seen these buzzwords come up. First, look what I did. I cleaned my, this is like, I live in one of the older neighborhoods that was like made in the 80s where there's like lots of the same houses and you know, you have your living room, your like formal dining, but it's just like a big space, but then you have the kitchen and then next to it is like a even bigger area. So I don't know if this is a dining, if this is a den, whatever it is, but it's kind of been a catch-all space for us for a year and a half. But I finally feel like I was discussing with one of my colleagues the other day about like renting space and setting up studio space where we can podcast and just make content. And honestly, I've got a great space right here. I could totally see like hanging up backdrop paper and stifling the sound a little bit and building this area up to really utilize well just a content creation space. Let me know what you think. This is not really a rug. This is a blanket, but I'm trying to dampen the sound a little bit so it's not terribly echoey in here. I love this pink chair so much. I thought that I wasn't a colorful girl or a pink girl, but like over time I keep getting like pink accents. And my bedroom is painted like this really pale pink. It's actually called Desert Bone. So edgy. But it's like the creamiest pink that you can get. All of that to say, I am continuing to do things as if I am already in the future that I want to be in. I want to be regularly making content that is inspiring for people. Starting my YouTube channel over again has been very humbling. The last YouTube channel that I had, the subscribers rose very quickly. My plays were, really high, but I think that's because that we were in the middle of the pandemic and people maybe had more time on their hands people had more time on their hands. But I have, I guess we're 7 weeks into the new year, and I've put out a video every week like I said that I would, and not seeing the immediate growth is hard, but I'm glad to see like the snippets that I put on Instagram are doing okay. Anyway, I made this space. I'm gonna include some footage here. I would like to use this video to take a little bit more time with my editing than usual. My normal process is like I spend about 30 minutes setting up for the shoot, about 10 to 15 minutes recording. All of the upload times from like transferring the files from the camera to the computer, transferring the computer into the different programs, uploading those to YouTube is probably like 2 hours total. Editing probably takes me an hour, but I would like to spend a little more time editing this video. So if you see some new things, let me know what you think. Just kind of manifesting the artist that I want to be by doing the things that it takes to be that artist. It's been a long time since public speaking was a regular part of my career. Through educational courses online, conferences, and events, sharing what I know as an artist and a mother was very normal for me. At the height of it, 2 words entered the zeitgeist that seemed to be unavoidable by every speaker: authenticity and vulnerability. It was an unspoken mandate that you, as an in-the-know presenter, had seen Brene Brown's vulnerability TED Talk and were going to be loosely introducing her research into whatever topic you've given yourself authority to speak on. Family photography, writing, opening up a dog grooming business, authentic vulnerability was the key to marketing yourself, growing a community, and getting paid. As I began to take a hard look at myself to reflect on how I'd use this language and approached my art, I noticed what a fake I was. Talking about topics I was angry about if people approached me about them, being an open book online, and a clam with resting bitch face in real life. Noticing that while as an Enneagram 8, vulnerability was my superpower, I had used that great power with poor responsibility. I knew that if I was vulnerable, often the outcome wasn't just that the client I was shooting was more comfortable with me, but that they felt compelled to overshare with me, to balance the debt of awkwardness that hung in the air I had placed there. There have been many times where, in earnest, my oversharing trauma response has taken the wheel of many online captions, in-person dinners, and emails. I have truly lived too much life in my 34 years, and much of it went unprocessed, gasping for air anytime words were expected of me. I'm hoping to talk to you about this now in a less cynical way that I have presented many things in the past. Oftentimes when I write about something online or I am speaking in a video or come across people, I can give an air of, I'm telling you this because I know so much better now, because of the experience that I've had. But that doesn't really create connection either. I'm talking to you about this because as somebody who's put herself in the position of creating community again, I've lived in a new city for 2 years now and have started to really lay down roots in the work environment, play environment that I've entered with different people. And I've come into situations where when I show up to see someone or show up and I know someone will be there that I've interacted with online who may be praised for being vulnerable or praised or for being an expert in, whatever they present, or has been someone who's shared their life story with me, because I have that effect on people, I then see them and am exposed to someone who isn't the same person that I've been chatting with or isn't the same person that I've seen interact online. There's a disconnect to the vulnerability that is being had online and the vulnerability that exists in real life. That's not to say that we don't have boundaries, and that's not to say, that people can't be more comfortable online, but it has been a huge mirror to expose much of the way that I've used vulnerability in my past. I have been on the receiving end and the giver of both sides of this vulnerability discussion. I know that vulnerability in my work is typically what draws people to me. But when I've shared things online that are hard, that I haven't processed, it usually produces the outcome of me being defensive about something, or me attracting clients who also are unhealthy and haven't processed the situation that I am sharing. So being in a healthier position now, I won't say that I'm my ideal client, but I want to provide space for people to have healthy interactions with, and learning how to appropriately and gracefully be vulnerable in the world that protects my creative well-being, as well as opens it up in a beautiful way that brings clients to me and allows me to be an inspiration for other photographers and to be able to receive what's out in the world with grace as a photographer who's looking to be inspired is invaluable. If you've been in the industry for a long time and you've seen authentic and vulnerability overused, or you're a consumer in the space who may have heard the word so many times that you don't really know what it means anymore, know you're not alone. Authentic vulnerability is sharing the story you're in the middle of with the humility that you don't know the outcome, have solutions, or fully understand yet. Sharing the wisdom of what you've already experienced and processed with honesty and self-awareness. Sharing your story without the expectation that your vulnerability is received or reciprocated. There are many of us who truly want to incorporate those ideas into what we make, how we make, why we make. But I think it's going to require a little bit of refining from everyone involved in the process to really benefit from those ideas. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to stay consistent in this video making process. I am not sure the direction all of this is going, but I appreciate the few of you who do like or comment or subscribe or share with your friends. I have been posting shorter form content of all of these every week on my Instagram as well. So if you're not there, you can follow me at Hey Miss May. I hope that you have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know what to do with my mouth after I say that.